Thank you very much, Mr. Kopman, for this question. For my understanding, as owner of a transport and logistic company with more than 20 years of this route from Europe into Central Asia, the most important point is we are in a critical situation. Everybody is here very intelligent. Thanks for the words for Elizabeth, and I listen for the input. She has made her homework very well. I see the notice. So, yeah, when I need some figures, I will take them from her. The reason point is we have, in simple words, as a person where are with all the daily problems to bring the shipments and the materials on time. It's very difficult, and I'm really happy that we are now on the end, that we see how important is this corridor. Europe is now wake up again, see the opportunity with their neighbors, with their old not partner, we say historical Germany, Mr. Herr Botschafter, Herr Ossowski, he told about trust. We must trust and come closer again, and Germany has a historical position with Turkey as friend, partner and brother. We are all brother countries. And all these problems what we discuss, I'm not a historical guy, but it's begin with the First War. Yeah, we lose it, and now we have the problems on this all corridors. So I will not go in the details of this, why we have this now, but we have the problem, and we must solve this. And the first point, a lot of speakers taught this, so I will take it in short words, is infrastructure. We need a very quick investment in the infrastructure for railroad, ports. So the capacity is not enough for all these shipments when we have some crisis. We have now one crisis, as we know, Russia and Ukraine. We have 4 years before the pandemic crisis, as we know, and Germany stopped first time BMW and Volkswagen stops the factory because the supply chain does not work on this time. And we was also very surprised how we can happen this for as German country with a planned history to make really just in time and all the procurement what we need in the logistic side, because the Germans are very careful in all this. And now what I see with my customers, we have also a warehouse in Germany. We take now a buffer from the Turkish parts more in the beginning. For the pandemic time, the German companies take an example of the German companies, but the same is also with the Italians or maybe with French, that they take at first 1.5 weeks, 10 days capacity and warehousing for the producement. But now they try to bring a buffer of 2 months about all this, what we get in the last 4 years. But this is not enough. When we come to a point, I'm a little bit in what we say, when I have the problem is Russia, Ukraine, and I will not think about the next problem when we have in Asia Pacific between China and Taiwan. All factories are closed in Europe and Germany because all the part materials or raw materials between all these countries in this global world will be stopped, and 2 months will be not enough for the German companies or industries. So we must think, or we know the critical situation, and we must invest now. Really fast steps. So we have not time to lose. And I'm a person, when I send a shipment from France, I take my truck, send it multimodal. Every time I'm a little bit in what we say, the right word for me is maybe is when we send the shipment that we are not from the time that I can regulate the time for in the end 15 days that I go to Kazakhstan, Almaty, or in 25 or 30 days, vice versa. So this is a problem that we cannot calculate this on this corridor, and that is the reason that we have. The second reason is with the infrastructure, what is not enough is the bureaucratic barriers and trade walls, and it's important to simplify the custom procedures and trade lines. And then we have a big, maybe a big support of the European members, because they have all these facilities with the custom unions in that sense. So we must normally copy this and bring it also to all the transit border countries in the Central Asia and South Caspian. So your network or your facilities in the bureaucratic, because you take it very easily now. I sent from Turkey a truck easily to Germany with no border problems. Because we have the the ATA system in Europe, and everything is digitized on this way. Maybe honorably from the Transport World Union will also say something, but when we come back to trust, I born in Germany, grew up in Germany, and I must say that to get a clear understanding for a smoothly flow is when I have trucks and I